Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening for the UWE Championship. This match will be contested with no disqualification. Introducing first, the challenger. He is the Cutthroat King, Riker! He is Primetime Eagle, the loaded gun, Brandon Walker. And their opponent, the reigning, defending UWE champion, the creator, Mr.
Belt's coming home with me. How's your back? Champ, right here.
No, I'm still the champion. Why y'all fascinated with John? Like, John in a match with the Creole Soul.
So how'd you guys like those power bombs on the show? Was it 1 power bomb, 2 power bombs? I didn't like it. 3 power bombs. 4 power bombs. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. How many am I going to hit tonight? 11, 12, 13, 14. You're distracting me, Yali. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 power bombs. 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Cross. I am your voice for UWE Online, and what a main event we have here for this evening. The UWE champion, Mr. Nasty, teeing off on Riker in the corner, and now Brandon Walker taking over for him. Huge forearms, and a big shot, that left hand shot from the champion right to the face of his challenger, Brandon Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, let me catch you up. This, oh my goodness. Clothesline sends Riker over the top rope and to the floor. This is a triple threat match. No disqualifications, and it is for Mr. Nasty's UWE Championship. A hell of a main event we have here this evening. Stiff kick right to the spine of Brandon Walker. I know all 3 of these men so well. Riker, I battled up and down the roads and companies all across Oklahoma. Mr. Nasty, perhaps my most storied opponent, the man that I have had some of my greatest matches with, and Brandon Walker, the man who I was tag team partners with for over 2 years, but the man that I've been best friends with for decades, the man that I spend Thanksgiving at the table with, This is Brandon Walker. What a hell of a match this is going to be. Already so far. Nasty, big body slam, hits the ropes, getting a little Creosote, dropping a big elbow right to the heart of primetime Brandon Walker. A kick out. Riker still on the floor, not yet recovered from that huge lariat that sent him out of the ring and spilling all the way to the floor. The champion just got a jab right to the jaw from Brandon Walker, who now just choking out the champion across the middle rope. And you see referee Yali is not counting because there are no disqualifications in this style of matchup. This is going to be Mr. Nasty's biggest challenge to date. He has beaten Riker one-on-one. He has beaten Brandon Walker one-on-one. But can he beat them both at the same time in a triple threat match? Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Riker coming right up here.
Listen. I'm the smart one here.
Riker.
I picked this up from you. You sit out here and just wait for them to beat each other
Riker,
up.
there's a match going on here.
Exactly. I'm going to let them beat each other up.
I see.
And then I'm going to capitalize.
You've got a great strategy. I was the king of the triple threat, and your strategy is not working because Brandon Walker is coming to beat your ass with a chair, and he walks right into Mr. Nasty, who knocks the hell out of him. Now, Brandon, what's going on?
Oh man, there's a bunch of idiots in there. Look at them. Got Fat Boy.
You've got a match going on here.
Man, I'm catching a breath right now, bro.
This is for the championship, bro. I miss you too.
Advantage.
I see. You got to be careful. They might pin each other while you're out here, though.
Man, I know. I'm gonna die from here over y'all.
Oh, yeah,
On
see.
Boom, I got it.
Now you're talking.
Man, I'm all about that heavyweight life.
Big Irish whip. Oh, and jacks the jaw of Riker with that back elbow.
Yeah, see, look at him. He's so fat.
I just want to let you know you smell a lot better than Riker does.
Man, I guarantee I do.
He's kind of like a giant sweat hog.
Looks like he's lactating right now on his nipple too. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Nasty calling for a booty call on the middle rope. Just drops right across the back of the neck. Brandon Walker joining me at the commentary table. Now seems to be making his way back to the ring. That booty call variant right across the back of the neck of Riker, who was draped across that middle rope. Oh, Mr. Nasty turned his back. German suplex from Brandon Walker, the ego himself. Prime time, the loaded gun, call him what you will. He's a former UWE champion. It's been years since he held that championship, though. Walker dying to get back. He's really developed this just absolutely corrosive attitude. It's what broke our tag team up, and where I may love him like a brother outside of the ring, in the ring, I don't know. Brandon Walker looks like he's calling for a dive. Tope con car bomb over the top rope. Reminds me of a certain commentator that you're listening to right now. That huge tope over the top, flipping, landing on both opponents, wiping them out at ringside. Walker in control now, picks up the bigger man, Riker. Now here's the thing with triple threats. As I considered myself at a time the king of triple threats, I have a great record in them. And the thing is, you can pin anyone. So if Riker pins Walker, he is the UWE champion. And likewise, if Walker were to pin Riker, he would be the UWE champion. Mr. Nasty would lose his championship without even being pinned. Those kicks right to the back of the head of Mr. Nasty. Riker in firm control. And a devastating forearm. The Cutthroat King, the Wizard of the Sea, Riker laying in these devastating blows. Has him in the... Oh, that thudding chop right across the chest of the champion, Mr. Nasty. Another one, heart-stopping knife-edge chop from Riker. Riker, the only man in this match who has not held the UWE Championship before, builds up a head of steam. Low bridge. Riker, oh my goodness. His hip slamming into the apron before spilling to the floor. That apron is the hardest part of the ring. Well, Walker at ringside, kick to the gut. Big blow to the back of the neck. Laying him into Riker, another shot to the gut. Walker is vicious. And now, oh, Mr. Nasty, Nasty! Wipes out Riker with that tope and then just knocks Brandon Walker to the ground with a huge left hand. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Mr. Nasty is one of the absolute best that I have ever been in the ring with, perhaps the absolute best. He's the champion for a reason, folks. Head first goes Riker. Mr. Nasty, the champion, in control. Slapping the taste out of the mouth and the hat off of the head of Riker. Rake to the eyes, desperate from Riker. Whoa, Brandon Walker coming back. Head first, Mr. Nasty goes right into that steel post. Nasty down on the floor. What a match this has been already. We've seen two huge dives, and we've seen some devastating, just a neck crank on the floor from Brandon Walker. Vicious, vicious, vicious. And just what a sign of disrespect. Spitting on the champion, Brandon Walker. Oh, got caught. Riker in the ring. That's the thing about triple threats. You can never forget that no matter what you do, bringing him in the hard way, no matter what you do, there's always that third man somewhere. Walker comes in the hard way, a suplex from the apron to inside the ring from Riker, who hits the ropes and looks for that big deep sea senton. Luckily for Brandon Walker, gets out of the way, hits the ropes, running knee right to the face. Could this be it? New champion. No. Riker kicks out. The match will continue. Brandon Walker in control right now. Mr. Nasty suffered a devastating blow right to the turnbuckle. I don't know if we're even going to see him anymore in this match. Walker, Irish whips, but Riker explodes out of the corner with a boot. Oh no. Riker looking for that Riker bomb. Walker trying to fight out of it. Riker's power bomb that he calls the Riker bomb. One of the most devastating finishing maneuvers in UWE. A move that I myself has fallen victim to. Walker holding on for dear life, trying to avoid that blow. Manages at the moment. Spilling to the floor now. Oh, the champion, Mr. Nasty, is back on the apron now. Walker fell to the floor, and then just a clubbing forearm shot jacks the jaw of Mr. Nasty. Riker just pulling him in over the top rope. Riker, the biggest and most powerful man in this match, and perhaps the most vicious, in firm control of the UWE champion right now, and it is not looking good for Mr. Nasty. Picks Nasty up with ease. Nasty is no small man, ladies and gentlemen. He's 6 foot. He's over 250 pounds. And Riker sets him up on the top rope like he's a child. Oh! Brandon Walker, Gamanzaguri from the apron, and then just a straight left hand to the side of the head. Oh, Walker. Mr. Nasty's gotten caught in the tree of woe here. Double stomp, top rope, right into the chest of the champion who was caught in that tree of woe. Mr. Nasty now getting his leg caught up on that top rope. That can also mess up your knee. The champion is in a bad place right here, ladies and gentlemen. Walker rolls him over and puts on a headlock. We saw the dive earlier. Now we see the headlock. Looking to wear out the champion. He's got to be careful, though, because as he does this, Riker could have time to recover and become a factor once again. We have yet to see some of the most devastating maneuvers from these individuals. Brandon Walker has a maneuver that he likes to call the Ego Buster. Fireman's carry into a neck breaker across the knee. Also, electric death. Oh, face first. Mr. Nasty spins Walker out and sends him face first into the canvas. Mr. Nasty now applying a headlock to wear down Walker, but also buy himself some time. Mr. Nasty is going to be looking for that spin kick that he calls the Wet Dreams, and also the devastating Creole Frog Splash off the top rope. And as I discussed earlier, Riker with a low drop kick to break up the submission. Riker looks for that Riker bomb and that deep sea senton. Riker back and forth this match goes. Riker now looking for a back suplex. No! Face first goes the champion, the cover. Oh my goodness. Long 2 count there for Riker. Almost obtained his first UWE championship. Oh, and the straps come down. When the straps come down, Riker looks for that Riker bomb, and he's going for it. Who's your daddy indeed? Oh, but Brandon Walker with a drop kick right to the hamstring, I believe, of Riker. I think Walker just caught up in the moment trying to take a shot. I might have let Riker deliver that power bomb, honestly. But Walker, I think, if anyone's going to finish anybody, I believe Brandon Walker is going to finish. Look for that Gutbuster! Connects the ribs of Mr. Nasty, compressed right over the knee of Brandon Walker. Walker backing up now. Big knee drop right across the face of the champion. Walker was working over both men, going back and forth. Riker manages to hang Walker up over that top rope to buy some time. All 3 men trying to recover here. Oh, Riker went for a shoulder block through that middle rope, but Walker counters with the knee. Turns Riker over. Inverted chancery here. Not sure what he's trying to do. Whoa, 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 Mr. Nasty going to the top rope. What is this? Creole Frog Splash. The cover. That would have been a 3 count. I think a little inadvertent double team there from Brandon Walker and Mr. Nasty, and that would have been a 3 count. But Brandon Walker realized maybe looking for that Ego Buster now. Connects! The Ego Buster jacking the neck of Mr. Nasty, the cover! Referee Yali signals only a 2 count. Mr. Nasty so resilient. I've seen it time and time again as he kicked out of my maneuvers. He kicks out tonight of Brandon Walker's Ego Buster. But Walker gonna go smartly for the cover. Too much time has passed since that Creole Frog Splash. Riker able to kick out. What a match. All 3 men down in the center of the ring. The champion, Mr. Nasty, rolling towards the ropes. Nasty feeds off of the energy of the crowd, and he is feeding right now, trying to feel the audience. Huge turning point in this match. Who can get the advantage? Walker, a kick to the midsection of Riker. Going to try to shoot him off the ropes, perhaps. Manages to do so. Kick to the midsection. Right. No way. Oh, Riker. Riker bomb! Connects! Oh, Nasty bowling over Riker. That would have been a 3 count. Nasty saving his championship in that moment. Brandon Walker getting a little a little bit of an ego, I guess you could say. Going for a powerbomb on Riker, very unlikely to ever happen. Gets countered into the Riker bomb. Mr. Nasty breaks up the guaranteed 3 count. Nasty now going to the top rope. Gonna look for that Creole splash once again. Nasty taking too much time. He wants the crowd to be involved, but it allows Riker to knock him off that top rope, crouching himself on the top turnbuckle. Very uncomfortable position. You can hear the sound of flesh meeting flesh as Riker delivers the shot right to Nasty. And the antithesis of Mr. Nasty, Riker feeds off the hate of the crowd. Riker getting it from both sides now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute! No way! Double powerbomb! Champion and challenger teaming together once again. Riker effectively taken out of this. Mr. Nasty looking for the soul breaker. Right across the knee. The cover. Oh! Brandon Walker kicks out in the nick of time. Nasty kicked out of the Ego Buster earlier, and just now Brandon Walker kicking out of a move that's defeated me, the Soul Breaker, that fisherman's neck breaker over the knee of Nasty. Nasty now, not sure what he's doing. Oh, he's going for that frog splash. Going for that frog splash, going up top, looking to put Brandon Walker away once and for all and win this match for the championship. Wait a minute, Riker, kendo stick. Oh! Nails Mr. Nasty right in the skull in mid-air. Riker bomb! Connects! Cover! New champion!
Your winner and new United Wrestling Entertainment Champion, Riker!
We have just witnessed the beginning of perhaps a new era in UWE. The era of the Cutthroat King, the Wizard of the Sea. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a new UWE champion, and his name is Riker.
What? Look at this! This is mine! This is my company! This is exactly what I deserve! Do you see this? Do you freaking see this?
Look at this! Look at what I did! Look at what I have! You think anybody in this company has the smarts to outsmart me? You think anyone has the pride to out-wrestle me? I don't freaking think so!
I'm getting it back tonight. It's my night. This is my company. I don't care what Riker says. My time is coming. I am primetime Brandon Walker. I don't care if it's next month. I don't care if it's with Ruby. I don't care if it's with John Cross, Pork Chop, Big Smooth, me and Smooth having a few beers. I don't care what it is. I am gonna be the heavyweight champion sooner or later.
Mr. Nasty, I just want to borrow a couple minutes of your time. You had a tough loss with the championship, so I just want to know what your next move is.
You know what? I fought so damn hard for that championship. I vowed to all the people, all the fans, all the soul brothers and sisters, that I was gonna keep it. I said I wasn't gonna lose it. Tonight, Riker, he hit me in the head with a kendo stick. You know what? It's no excuses. There was no disqualifications. He won the match. But I guarantee one thing, Riker, I'm not giving up and I'm coming for your ass. I'm getting my UWE championship back. Oh, it's Mr. Nasty time.
You see this? You see this? I am the UWE champion. I just won the UWE title. I did it without the initiative. I did it without the leadership of Brian Breaker. I did it all by myself. You know what? I am the #1 guy in this company. I am the man. I am the man that everyone else needs to come for. I am the man with the target on my back. Do you think I care? Hell no, I don't care. With this title, I rule the company. I am the Cutthroat King. You want to be the man? You go through me, Mr. Nasty, Brandon Walker. You can go tell the rest of the locker room how it feels to step in the ring with me. To find out who's your daddy.